everyone, and welcome to So This Happened, your go-to show for all things buzzworthy. My name is Margaret Osazua, and once again, I welcome you to the show. Now, quickly, we move on to the first story. I've welcomed you already, so this time I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, to take your seats, because today we are about to witness a testimony like no other. Meet Brother Daniel, the man who not only borrowed his employer's car without permission, but also had the audacity, or should I say, the sheer guts, to share his story in church. Now, as the African proverb goes, a man who uses his teeth to extract the thorn from the foot of a lion is either very brave or very foolish. What category would you think Daniel fell into? So, the Lagos State Police Command apprehended 36-year-old robbery suspect Amos Daniel, who stole his employee's vehicle on the same day he was hired as a driver. Now, Daniel confessed to having taken the car to his church to give testimony of God's miraculous provision. Briefing journalists at the command headquarters in Ikeja, SP Benjamin Udeyin stated that Daniel didn't just give testimony of what God had done for him. He also dedicated the car in church. So there, you have it. Daniel, the brave or perhaps slightly reckless soul who dared to mix a bit of grand auto theft with divine testimony. Now, his story reminds us all that sometimes it takes a dash of audacity to find redemption. As we share grace on this, let's remember another African proverb. He who learns, teaches. May Daniel's tale teach us all the importance of courage, honesty, and maybe a bit more respect for other people's cars. Quickly, we move on to the second story. So, for the second story, I'm going to go the Merlin way. If you've watched Merlin, you would understand where I am coming from. In a quiet corner of the internet, where ambition meets audacity, there lives a legend named Smith. Now, Smith isn't your typical Guinness World Record holder. Oh no. Smith's claim to fame is a bit more inventive. And with nothing but a printer, some Photoshop skills, and an impressive amount of misplaced confidence, Smith boldly went where no fraudster had ever gone before. Forget record-breaking feats of strength or endurance. Smith's achievement lies in the sheer audacity of thinking, why break a record when you can just fake one? One Ghanaian chef, Ebenezer Smith, popularly known as Millennium Chef Smith, has been arrested and detained at the Lab Police Station for forging a Guinness World Record for marathon cooking. Now, Smith had presented a certificate at a press conference to his fans, confirming himself as the new world record holder for the 822-hour, 25-minute cookathon, which started on February 1st and ended on March 6, 2024. Now, during the briefing, which was held at La Palm Royal Beach Hotel in Accra, the chef said, and I quote him verbatim, "Today is the day that I will forever remember. I am incredibly humbled and honored to stand before you today as the Guinness World Record holder." Confirming the invalidity of a certificate to BBC, the PR executive for GWR, Alina, said, "No, this is not true at all. He does not hold the GWR title, and that is not our certificate. The current and true record holder, the longest cooking marathon for an individual, is 119 hours, 57 minutes, 16 seconds, and was issued by Alan Fisher from 28 September to 3rd October 2023. Now, reports have it that Smith had gotten money from many of his sponsors to attempt a cookathon that he did not properly file for in GWR, and he was arrested by his sponsor, of course the sponsor withheld his name, of the Ahmadiyya shopping mall, who donated about 350,000 cedis to the cause. Now, tell me something. So in the end, Smith's fearless audacity led not only to a memorable story, but also his arrest. Though his forged Guinness World Record certificate was an imaginative masterpiece, it also caught the attention of the authorities. His boldness, which earned him a place behind bars, reminds us all that while creativity can be admired, it must also be grounded in reality. I believe this will serve as a cautionary tale for future would-be record breakers. True recognition, they say, is best earned, not fabricated. Uncle Smith, well done, you're doing well. Now, quickly, let us take it to the last story of the day. Isn't it alarming that heavy rain floods a neighborhood with debris swirling dangerously, yet some people will still throw trash into the water, ignoring the serious consequences, even with all the cholera that we are screaming? The Lagos state government has identified 2 residents caught disposing of trash in floodwater in the Ijesha community, Itere-Ikate Local Council Development Area. This was disclosed by the Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab. A photo shared on social media showed a man and a woman rolling a trash drum in the flooded water on the street. The ex-user, Adetutu Adeoye 3, who shared the photo, alleged that the pair threw their trash into the floodwater, even providing their house address. Now, Wahab responded, "Thank you for bringing it to our attention." He tagged Atmuyiwawag and Lomargab. He told them to take note. The commissioner later noted that the building had been identified and the house locked. Recall that the Punch had earlier reported severe flooding in areas like Iyano-Oworo, Oshodi, and Lagos Island, which brought activities to a standstill. Now, videos and pictures posted online show the extent of the flooding in different parts of Lagos on Wednesday morning. The downpour, which began around 3 a.m. and for some 12 a.m., left many residents stranded in their homes and rendered the streets impassable. Now, dumping waste for me into floodwaters not only pollutes the environment, but also clogs drainage systems, worsening the flooding and increasing the risk of disease outbreaks. This reckless behavior endangers the health of entire communities, inviting an array of hazards that could be avoided with a little more care and responsibility. Now, in a world already grappling with environmental crisis, such actions amplify our vulnerabilities, pushing us closer to disaster. So to be forewarned is to be beforehand. Now, these people have been caught, but many others are guilty too. Let's commit to making our health a priority today and reap the benefits for years to come. And that is all from me today. For more buzzworthy stories, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube. My name is Margaret Osazuwa, signing off for now. See you next time.